Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Planning with Bree. My name is Breána Kechelle, and today I will be working in my weight loss / fitness / health journal, whichever one you want to call it. It's just kind of a way to track what I'm doing in the gym, track my weight loss journey, and my goals and habits to live a more healthy lifestyle. Right now I'm setting up the cover page, and I originally was going to do a quote that says my birthday is the start of a new year, and I had the idea to do new year in a goldish yellowish color. As you can see, I'm drawing it in and coloring it in right here, and I don't like it. I don't know what it is. It's not working for me. I think because I knew in my mind I wanted to do blue for September. This is my 3rd year journaling, and I, for some reason, love doing blue for my birthday month. And that's no different in my wellness journal. With blue being the theme color, I obviously wanted some colors to go along with it if it was not monochromatic. I've been on a monochromatic kick lately where I'm just coloring in one color, different hues, of course, but recently I've decided to include themes that have complementary colors. So I've been working with blue and orange a lot in my bullet journal, which I have not shown you guys yet. However, in my next video, I will be setting up my birthday month in my bullet journal, and you guys will get to see the setup of my new journal and the colors that I used. So sometimes I like to carry my color schemes throughout my journals just to make it easier on me and I don't have to think too hard. But for some reason, it's not working in this journal. This orange that I chose is not quite working with the blues that I chose in this way. However, to me, it worked perfectly in my bullet journal. So after I colored in the orange, I decided not to complete the cover page, because I had no idea what I was going to do. So I just went ahead and completed the next page. And on the next page, this is the start of my spreads that are pretty much exactly the same every single month. I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit for Q4, but we'll see. So on this page, I have my dashboard, which includes a section for the weight I've lost so far, my current weigh-in for the beginning of the month, which I will do on September the 1st, and my measurements for September the 1st. I have a place for my bust, my waist, and my hips. And that's it for my dashboard. I like to keep that exactly the same so that as I'm flipping through, like I was doing this morning to get ready to do my voiceover, I was flipping through and I was able to see the changes and the weight that I've lost and in my measurements. However, I think I'm doing my measurements wrong. We'll get into that in another video. But after I do my dashboard, I have a section for my goals and my habits. And if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Okay. I post on Thursdays. I know today is Fridays. Guys, work with me. But I do post. I post. And I'll be more frequent in September and especially in October. But I like to keep my goals and my habits on the same page so that every time I open my journal and I'm looking at my goals and what I want to achieve, I also have my habits and action items right there on the page as well to remind me of what I need to do to accomplish those goals. So I have a room for 4 goals and 3 habits, and then that's it. And as you just saw, I completely covered up that cover page and just drew out the word September. And I left it alone for now because I want to add some decorations. I want to do more to that page. But this journal is literally my easy journal. I don't want to have to think too hard about it. If I don't know what to do at the moment, and if I sit there and think about it I give myself about 5 minutes. I give myself some grace. Sometimes it doesn't come to me right away, but if it doesn't come to me in about 5 minutes, I move on because this journal, like I said, is my easy journal. This next page is going to be for my weekly summary. Now, the goal, the intention is to sit down at least once a week and fill this journal out. And I am going to get back into doing that in September. You know how I'm going to get back into doing that? Because I plan to film it and let you guys see it, and we'll talk through it together every single week. This is for my one subscriber who asked me to see my journey this is for you. And for everybody else who didn't ask, but I know y'all want to know, I know y'all want to come along this journey with me. I know you do, right? It's going to be fun. So my intention is to sit down once a week and fill this out. I have a section for the number of days in the gym, the number of days that I hit my caloric goal, and the number of days that I hit my water goal. Now, sometimes this does change, and I make a section for the number of days I hit my protein goal. Sometimes I'll just add a section for that. But right now I'm focusing on my water intake because I'm not drinking enough water, which is very ironic because I used to drink water night and day. Okay, so that's something that I really want to work on, as well as being in a caloric deficit and making sure that I am hitting my cardio goal. The next section is for my mid-month check-in. So after 2 weeks, I calculate the percentage of the expected gym days, my caloric deficit, and my water goal. And at that point, I then ask myself, do I need to make any readjustments for the rest of the month? Sometimes I have a tendency to go really consistent, really hard for the first week and a half, or sometimes I am really slow to start. And for the first 2 weeks, I don't do anything, or I'm not as consistent. And that's kind of how August was. So my readjustments were to just get up and do it. Sometimes my readjustments are to pack a lunch so that I'm not eating out, or my readjustment is to go to the gym on a different day because it works better with my schedule. Sometimes the readjustment is to set a different alarm. It is anything I can think of that is hindering me from getting my habits completed. The next thing I do is I go ahead and put a little bit of a decoration in the top right-hand corner. And I would just put a reminder to myself that there's more progress to be made, because sometimes after my birthday, I decide, oh, my birthday is over. I looked good for my birthday. That's it. And no, ma'am, that's not it. We still have progress to be made. Okay. Lastly, I create a section for my accomplishments I made this month, as well as my favorite meals for this month. And that's it for those two spreads. This next spread I am including because I have recently gotten back into spinning or spin cycle, but mostly I am getting back into cardio on the bike. And I don't know why I'm saying getting back into, because it's been a while now. But speaking with my physical therapist, spin cycle is a great workout, she said. However, I have to make some adjustments and talk to the instructor of the class, which I'm still excited about spin cycle. I still haven't given you guys, I don't know if I've told you guys about my absolute horror show the first day I went back to spin cycle, but it wasn't that bad. It's really funny for me to think about my first day back and how hard it was, and just the session overall. But it still had me motivated to go back, and I did go back the next week, and I plan to go back tomorrow, especially with the advice of my physical therapist. I'm all good to go. So this spread is for the overall mileage I do on the bike. I plan to hit a goal of 225 miles on the bike in the month of September. Now, it sounds like a lot, but guys, remember, this is on a stationary bike. When I first did the math, I was thinking about 15 sessions, 15 miles per session. And that's how I got 225. When I went to the gym yesterday, my total mileage was around 12 miles. So I think it'll still work out. The key for this page includes 2 different size squares. I have a 2x2 square to represent 5 miles, and just a 1 square or a 1 grid space square to represent 1 mile. And I'll fill those in accordingly. For the last spread in this setup, I am going to use part of that large piece of paper I cut up for the cover page, just to give this page a little bit of dimension without coloring too much. I am going to use this spot to write down 1 word to describe this month. And I'm not sure why I like to do this. Maybe because it's easy just to think of 1 word. And like I said, again, this is my easy journal. And it's just a cute spread to have. I really like having the spread, especially right next to my progress pictures. And I am going to make sure that I print off pictures for August and July and September, because I really want to show you guys the progression as I move through this journal. especially at the end of the year when we do the flip through. So this page, like I said, is for my progress picture, and I sometimes like to come up with the cute little quotes. And for that page, I said birthday progress pictures, and that was it. So this is the final flip through of the journal. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.